What's up, everybody? This is Francis over here from PlayerEssence.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the PS4 reviews and just the initial impressions, system reviews, just overall what you guys' thoughts are on the impending launch that's actually coming pretty much tomorrow for some of you guys. So I've been posting a lot of stuff on PlayerEssence.com. I've been looking through a lot of the reviews, and remember, don't take reviews as 100% of anything, but you know, the launch does seem a little bit tempered. You know, there was a lot of hype going into the PS4 launch as far as the games go, and that was, of course, generated by the people online, and of course, biased media, blah blah blah. I'm not even going to sit here and talk about all that, but I've been looking at some of the games, and you know, Knack basically came out, and the reviews are all over the place. Now, I got to play the game a little bit. They have a demo unit at Best Buy, and I thought the game was trash. I played through it. It's very boring. It's not very inventive. It's not. I don't think it's very good. But you know, I just played a demo, so I didn't think it was 100%. But the more other people played it and they started talking about the game not being very good, the more I was just like, you know, that's weird. But you know, there was so much hype going into it, not necessarily for Knack, but just the PS4 in general. And you know, now that we've gotten a look at a lot of the stuff, it seems like the same stuff is going on like with any other launch as far as the launch games not being that great, a lot of ports, frame rate issues with Call of Duty and other games. So it just seems like, you know, we're seeing a lot of deja vu, you know, that a lot of people knocked the Wii U for. You know, and I'm not trying to make excuses for the Wii U. That's if it had frame rate problems and stuff like that, I more blame the developers than anything else. But people were saying that the PS4 and Xbox One weren't going to have these issues, you know, and that's just, it's insane to anybody to think that every launch is going to go perfect. That's not going to happen. So, you know, another game that was just insanely hyped. You know, everybody talks about how great this game is online, but you know, the game actually comes out, and I don't just look at the score review. I actually read it, and people are talking about there's bad AI. And you know, what I don't understand is that they talked about how in all the videos for Killzone and for the system, they talk about how the AI is going to be so advanced. Mark Cerny talked about how developers are going to be able to get the most out of the system very quickly, that it's not going to take time like the PS3 and the Xbox 360 needed time to develop that. It's PC architecture, you know, x86, so people are going to be able to access that memory, access the really fast RAM in the PS4, and be able to take advantage of these games very quickly and get better AI and better physics and all that stuff. But then Killzone comes out, and you're reading stuff saying that the AI is not good. Now, look, I understand that it could have been rushed or there was problems, you know, maybe in development. But the fact that they tell us one thing and another thing happens, I think is misleading, or I think it's a bit crap. You don't have to take my word for it. Go ahead and read the reviews. Like I said, I did get to play just a tad bit of. They had Killzone also at the demo unit over at Best Buy. I did get to play that just a little bit, and from what I've seen, it didn't seem any more. The AI didn't seem any better or far better than the AI that we've seen before. Yet they said that the AI is going to be a lot better, you know, and stuff like that. So the graphics, of course, are great. You know, everything else is good, but I'm just a little worried as far as the games go. Like, are things going to get better? Because from what I've heard, you know, from what everybody's been saying from the very beginning, is that the PS4 and Xbox One with the x86 architecture, they're really easy to develop for, and you're going to be able to get the most out of the system very quickly, you know, unlike the Wii U. Another thing that I wanted to discuss very quickly is just basically the overall the best games on the PS4. And the best games on the PS4 are the small ones that don't really worry about graphics, and they're really just there to provide a great experience. And that's the smaller games. Games like Resogun got very good reviews, and I didn't get a chance to play Resogun, but I've seen a ton of gameplay, and it reminds me just of like a 2.5D kind of shooter. It's fantastic. Kind of one of the launch games on the Wii U that was actually very reminiscent of was Nano Assault. Very good game on the Wii U, made by Shunin. Those guys are fantastic. But Resogun, fantastic game for the PS4. Small game, downloadable game. Sound Shapes and Flower, a lot of those games are all getting great reviews just because they're more simple, they're clean, there's no problems, and you know, they're fairly good games. So I think right now, and as far as like the PS4 launch, and as far as what people have been saying about the system and everything about that, I think things will get better. But at the same time, I think people overhyped, you know, their expectations, because now these games are coming out and they're noticing, like with Call of Duty, it's actually 720p, but it needs a patch to get it to 1080p, you know. And you look at Killzone, like people talked about AI issues, and it's not a 10 out of 10. It's not the greatest game in the world. The multiplayer is cool and everything, but it only has 3 classes. Same thing goes like with Xbox One. There's also issues there. So across the board at any launch, the Wii U had the same issues. I definitely think Nintendo fans, if you guys haven't seen Level Headed Gamers video that he just posted, I'll post a link to it. Definitely check that out. And I think a lot of Nintendo fans just need to basically take a little step back. Like he says, I want you guys to watch the video, but if you're always on here, and I'm guilty of this too, just talking back, arguing back and forth, guys, just chillax, relax, let the games come out, let them do the talking. If you enjoy the Wii U, then enjoy the Wii U. If you hate the Wii U, then that's fine, you can hate it, but at the same time, we're all gamers here, and I think that we all need to keep realistic expectations for any launch, because now we're seeing with the PS4 that the games aren't the greatest in the world, and the Xbox One might have a little bit better, but those aren't going to be the greatest in the world either. It's exciting for the future to get new technology, to see what's up, and that's great. I'm no doubt PS4 is going to have great looking games and probably have games with better AI and stuff, but I think that people were kind of expecting a little too much from some of these games, and they're really coming back and you're like, they're not that great in the first place. But like I said, I'm not dissing any. If you like Killzone or if you like Knack, that's cool. I'm not trying to diss those games. I'm just saying, like, they're not as great as everybody was hyping them up to be, especially Killzone. I bet it's a great game, but the fact that there's AI issues with 8 gigabytes of RAM and, PC architecture, I figured that there wouldn't be any of those issues, even though it's a launch title. But what do you guys think? Are you guys picking up a PS4 on Friday? Let me know. I should be getting, my friend is actually getting one, so I should bring you guys footage of Killzone. I think that's what game he's going to get. I'm not really sure exactly what game he's getting, but definitely be on the lookout for that. Probably Saturday or Sunday, I'll probably upload footage of just basically the system review, going over, the cool things. I'll have them on there, so it should be pretty cool. All right, make sure you check out playeressence.com for all your news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks. Remember, in the description below, you'll be able to see a link to Level Headed Gamers video. Definitely want you guys to go check that out. Also, if you want to see links to all the stuff that I was talking about, I have review roundups for Killzone, Shadowfall, Knack, and Resogun. You can check that out on playeressence.com. All right, once again, I am Francis, and make sure you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, share this video with your friends, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.